And joining me live to throw some light on some of the questions that DeepSeek seems to throw up is Kanishk Gaur. He's a well-known tech expert. He's a founder of the India Future Foundation. Kanishk, welcome. Good to see you. DeepSeek is the top trending word right now across all social media. It's all everyone is talking about, everywhere in the world. A few basic questions, because everyone is sort of familiar with ChatGPT. How do you see DeepSeek? Because the word out there is that it's been made faster, leaner. It's been made by China, which was perceived to have a big gap with the United States when it comes to AI models. How do you see DeepSeek? What would you say about it?
See, DeepSeek has been built on an open source based model. So far, we have seen OpenAI came into the picture, whereas it is having a commercial model. It is a commercial model where we have seen Microsoft that has contributed to it. And primarily, we have seen open source models being more transparent and enabling more innovation. The key difference with DeepSeek is the version v.3 adopts multi-head latent attention and an architecture which allows better loss of frequency and better load balancing. Hence, the predicting capability of this model is well developed.
Right.
Again, the pre-trained models, which ultimately have the efficiency built up, are far better and have basically more precision. So when it comes to first-time validation or training on an extremely large language models, DeepSeek is far better as compared to some of the existing models that exist.
Wow.
You would also see the code design of algorithm frameworks and the hardware through which they communicate is way better than OpenAI or some of the existing AI platforms like Claude, Microsoft Copilot.
Yeah.
Hence, it enhancing the training efficiency and reduces the training cost. So what you could do is it can scale up really fast, and models could still provide support without having any overload.
Yeah.
Hence, its ability to provide output with the economic cost really changes the dimensions completely. Hence, the V3 model with a 14.8 T tokens could produce strong amount of open source based models that would allow pre-training of 0.1 million GPUs per hour, which is
Amazing.
enormous.
Yeah.
So that's one of the key differentiator, and no one has got that level of efficiency built in so far.
And since this is from China, obviously there are all manner of questions. I put out a tweet today, talking about privacy, and many people laughed, saying it's open source and you don't understand it. And I represent millions of people out there who are still sort of searching in the dark and trying to understand many of these things. And that's the reason why I'm doing a show on it and trying to get some of those questions answered. But stay with me, Kanishk. Vivek Mehra, who's co-founder and chief sustainability officer at Only Good AI, is also with me. Vivek, welcome. The other question that a lot of people are asking, Vivek, is which is a basic question beyond what DeepSeek is and what it can do is where is India's ChatGPT or India's own AI model? Why does a country which has such a large IT base and so much engineering talent not have some big global AI splash the way ChatGPT and DeepSeek do? What's the answer to that question, Vivek?
Yeah, so it's obviously not an easy answer. I think one of the challenges is the availability of data and the training models. So it's not for lack of expertise for sure on the algorithmic side in terms of design, in terms of building algorithms. It's really having data which is so heterogeneous, which allows for reinforcement learning, where the data can interact with the environment, create more synthetic data that the machine can train on, and then improve the models. So India's AI market is much more fragmented. There is no concerted push towards creating an India-specific language model, which caters to India use cases, caters to the heterogeneous nature of society in India and the industry base. So there's no clear reason. But I think it's not for lack of expertise, for sure.
Okay, it's not a lack of expertise. Kanishk, could you weigh in on that? Is India, going to make some kind of a big global splash? Do you see that on the horizon? because this appears to be the biggest game in town. India shouldn't be missing out.
See, for India to make a global splash, we really have to bump up the algorithms and the speed of our Bharat GPT, which IIT Bombay is working on, or let another institution in India rack up something which could be really quick. But again, it depends on the GPUs that we have, the hardware, apart from the open source models.
Yeah.
So how do you train them? How do you build out more efficiency is again going to be the key. And how large language models will work, enabling better communication to happen and better relay to happen. That's going to be one of the key differentiators we have to look at. And, it will take time. They started, the DeepSeek started building it 1.5 years back. Now they have built up something and now they have launched it. That's why the adoption is quick.
Yeah.
If you look at it, some of its key benchmark parameters, it is far better than existing models, whether it is its architecture, whether it is, its file test speed, whether it is, the drop which is allowed. Uh, Everything is far better. Uh, and the user experience is also so great that you really don't need a large infrastructure. We have so far been debating on infrastructure, saying India doesn't have the GPU or the infrastructure. It is more to do with who's willing to do the investment in India.
Yeah.
Is it going to be the government? Is it going to be the industry? So far, we haven't seen large investments being committed from businesses on this. Apart from Tech Mahindra, which said they will build something very similar to what OpenAI is doing, we haven't seen anything being committed from companies which are the tech giants from India. They haven't really gone into the race. So today, what is needed is that some of these tech companies to build up institutional partnership with academic institution of eminence or startups. We also need venture capitalists who are willing to pour in the money. We have seen OpenAI raise tremendous amount of money, but where are the Indian venture capitalists? A startup called as Core has just been able to raise only 5 million. They are trying to build out something on AI.
Yeah.
So the funding ecosystem is also lacking. So we will require government to really rack up and make heavy investments if India wants to continue to be in this race.
Let's hope we see something of that kind. This is technology. This is a world that has changed the world completely. It has made a new normal as far as our life and our work is concerned. And as both Vivek and Kanishk probably know better, our lives are all going to change very, very rapidly, exponentially, really, in the weeks, months, and the years ahead because of AI. So this is something we need to take very seriously. Appreciate your time, Vivek and Kanishk, for being with me and helping us understand what DeepSeek, the new kid in town, really means for us all. Thank you.